This year, Latin America's second biggest democracy is up for grabs. Mexico is a land of bitter political memes, assassinations, and dirty money. And with elections set for July, the stakes could not be higher. Into this stepped Cambridge Analytica, a company not currently registered to work with any political party in Mexico.
In Mexico, we are about to be involved.
But it's dangerous, no? Mexico also?
Well, because the narco-traficante, there's so much drug violence in Mexico, and drug money is in politics.
Yes.
And corruption is everywhere. So in Mexico, yeah, if you get on the wrong side of someone powerful, you could be killed.
And that's why Channel 4 News decided to come to Mexico to investigate the work of Cambridge Analytica in Latin America's second biggest economy. We have confirmed that Cambridge Analytica bosses met with several Mexican political parties in an attempt to secure a major contract. We also know that they opened an office right here in Mexico City. In early 2017, Ariel Carro was head of operations for Cambridge Analytica in Mexico, according to her LinkedIn profile. She began to pursue local data scientists. Her company's plan, she said, was to be the brains behind the Mexican election.
80,000 people come and meet.
Last September, Alexander Nix came to a technology conference in Mexico City.
Blanket advertising, the idea that millions of Americans...
In his speech, he gave little indication of his company's plans in Mexico, but a source told Channel 4 News that the ruling pre-party did work with Cambridge Analytica until January this year. As our investigation suggested, Nix was active in Mexico.
On Saturday, we're going to Mexico for
this week?
11 hours. Just got to go and collect some tequila and some tacos. Don't close the engines, man. Just keep them.
So you have private planes you're wanting? Or?
No. I'm going to see my clients.
Right.
He wants to have the same as you. They want to do a handshake. We just signed some documents that they want to sign with me. And so I fly over for that.
One company did work with the data gurus in Mexico, Pig.gi, an app which offers free mobile internet for user interaction. Pig.gi has over 1 million users in Mexico, or 1% of the population. In June last year, Pig.gi agreed a prospective deal with Cambridge Analytica.
Well, Cambridge Analytica is a company we've known for a while, and they have some of the best data scientists in the world that I've met, and they have helped us to develop a little bit of what we call a recommendation engine. And so it takes into account a history of what someone has viewed and suggests new content. And so in the end, that's really valuable data as well, is understanding really what the person, what drives them, what makes them click on something.
Pig.gi said they are not involved in politics.
We've looked at it, and a lot of the political parties have approached us. But up until now, we've decided to stay away from that, and but we're not doing any political campaigns.
But last July, Pig.gi did carry out a political survey, which was published in the local media. Most Pig.gi users live in poor neighborhoods like this one and have no Wi-Fi at home.
Bueno, yo descubrí Pig.gi por medio de Facebook y creé un usuario. Registró mi número telefónico y mi correo.
Alexis answers quizzes on the app to win Pig.gi coins and uses them to buy free data packages. The only cost is that data.
Igual hice un error no leer las letras chiquitas, pero pues hasta el momento pues no he tenido yo algún problema con eso.
A lawyer said Pig.gi's terms and conditions did allow information to be shared. And a source told Channel 4 News that Cambridge Analytica had access to the data Pig.gi collected.
En México, quien cambia una elección son aquellos millennials que están en zonas rurales, en zonas pobres o en ciudades en un nivel de pobreza alto, son quienes van a cambiar la elección. Por eso es que están regalando Wi-Fi. Ahí obtienen la inteligencia.
It's less than 4 months until Mexico's presidential election. Attacks on social media are everywhere. Cambridge Analytica told us it has explored commercial and political opportunities in Mexico, but has not worked on any election campaigns. The company is not registered to work with any political party.
Lo que está pasando aquí en México y por qué sí hay un patrón similar a las elecciones que se han dado en Estados Unidos y se han dado en otros países es porque se está tratando de influir en la opinión pública a través de información que se mueve artificialmente, a través de usando bots, usando influenciadores e información pagada en redes sociales que tienen un mismo sentido.
After Channel 4 News broadcast an interview with a Cambridge Analytica whistleblower, Pig.gi contacted us again. They said their deal with the British company was never implemented, and added Pig.gi would not work with them until the legal position on the use of data is clear, and said they always comply with Mexican law. In Colombia, which has an election in May, the government has blocked the Pig.gi app over possible links to Cambridge Analytica. We tried to track down anyone who worked for Cambridge Analytica in Mexico. At their offices, we were told they had left. A repeat routine, maybe, already seen elsewhere.
No one even knew they were there. They just ghosted in, did the work, ghosted out.
Less than 2 years ago, Cambridge Analytica had Mexico in their sights. By early 2018, they seemed to have disappeared. Yet in Mexico's upcoming election, familiar tactics live on. This time, have the electoral ghosts vanished before the race